Hey girlies, it's Tammy. Welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, we're going to be doing a little get ready with me tutorial for this look right here. I love how the eyes match with the lips and the skin's just flawless. I mean, I love this look. But before we jump into the tutorial, today's video is sponsored by Kat Von D. So thank you guys so much for working with me. They have actually extended their Lock It foundation line and it now has 40 shades. I use the shade Medium 65 Neutral and that's what I'm wearing right now. It's such a full coverage, amazing 24-hour wear foundation, and it's just a surreal moment for me because I remember when I first started getting into makeup, this was the only full coverage foundation around, and I saved up my money for quite a long time to buy this foundation. So the fact that they're working with me now is just such a huge achievement, and thank you guys so much. You guys know I love full coverage, so this foundation is right up my alley. It covered all of my hyperpigmentation, all of my acne scarring, and it just looks flawless on my face. So the fact that they now have 40 shades, I'm super proud and very excited to share that with you guys. But we're also going to be using some other products like the OPV Spotlight palette on my eyes and the Fenty Gloss Bomb, which I haven't actually tried before until today, and I'm loving it. So definitely let's go ahead and jump straight into the tutorial. Okay girlies, so we're starting bare face, and I'm going to start by priming my face with the Marc Jacobs Perfecting Coconut Setting Mist, but it's really hydrating, so I'm going to use it as a primer. So now we're going to go straight into foundation, and like I said, this is the Kat Von D Lock It foundation, which now has 40 shades. I'm using the shade Medium 65 Neutral, but if you don't want full coverage, you can easily mix it with like a moisturizer just to lighten the coverage a bit. So I'm just going to go ahead and pump some of that onto my sponge and begin blending that in. And can you guys see just how beautifully that covers my scarring and just evens my skin tone? I personally like to use this foundation with a sponge. I feel like it just easily like distributes the product, and it sits on the skin beautifully as well. Like, it's not cakey at all, even though it's full coverage. It just looks so flawless. Okay, so now we're going to move on to eyeshadow, and I have this new palette which I haven't actually tried yet. It's by OPV Beauty and it's called the Spotlight palette, and this is what it looks like. Now I don't know, but I feel like they called it the Spotlight palette because it has so many shimmery shades inside. It does have a few mattes as well, but I feel like you can create spotlight eyes with this. Like, you use these shades in the crease and then the dark brown and the black on the outer and inner corner, and then any of the shimmers on the center of the lid. So I think that's what I'm going to do today, a spotlight eye. So I'm going to prime the eye with the P. Louise eyeshadow base. Okay, so the first color I'm going to take is this brownie transition-y shade, and it's called Public Eye, and I'm just going to start blending that into the transition and crease area. Just a light layer of it so that it helps the other colors blend. And next we're going to go into the orangey matte shade, and that is called Glimmer, and that's also going into the crease, building that intensity. So I'm just going to keep building up the colors. So next I'm going in with this reddish color here called Edge, and I'm going to start putting this on the outer and inner corner. Going back to my previous brush and the orange, just diffusing that red. Okay, so now to build the darkness on the outer and inner corner, I'm going to go into this dark matte brown shade up here, and it's called Dazzle Night, and this is going really tight into that outer and inner corner. I'm going to take a dab, just the smallest amount of black, just to darken right on the corners. Okay, so now that we've got that nice gradient going on, it's time to pick a shimmer to go on the center of the eye. So I don't know how this is gonna look, but I really love the look of that color. So I'm gonna start with this one, which is called Notoriety. And if it doesn't look right, we can easily just top it with another shade. And I am gonna wet it a little bit with that Marc Jacobs spray, just so we can get it nice and, you know, foily. And I'm gonna put this straight onto the center of the eye. It's a beautiful color. Okay, so I'm loving how that's looking. I'm gonna quickly do the same thing to the other eye and I'll be right back. Okay, so I've done the other eye. Now we're gonna move on to liner, and I'm gonna be using the iconic, everyone and their mum loves this. This is the Kat Von D Tattoo Liner, and it's just so black and it doesn't bleed, which is the best thing for me. And the brush is actually so precise. Can you guys see how tiny that is? Yes. And then you just want to fill it out. You guys see how easy it is to achieve a wing liner, and it's just so sharp and precise. Okay, so I just quickly put some lashes on off camera. Now we're going to move on to concealer, and I'm going to use the Fenty Beauty Instant Pro Filter, what's it called? Instant Retouch Concealer, I thought so. And this is the shade 350. I do use the shade 385 for like underneath my eyebrows and like concealing my eyebrows basically. So I conceal around my mouth as well. It's a really good spot concealer shade for me. And then I can use the wand and just like clean up right underneath it. It's so precise. This wand is amazing. And then 350 underneath my eyes. Also going to take that down my nose and on my chin, and then blending that in with my sponge again. Now to set that concealer, I'm going to use the Fenty Beauty Instant Retouch Setting Powder, and this is the shade Banana, which I really wanted to get because before I had Honey, but it was a little bit too dark for underneath my eyes, so I finally have Banana, and this is what the colour looks like. So a really nice brightening shade for me. And I'm going to take that on a Kat Von D number 4 brush, and I'm just going to press that underneath my eyes. Yeah, that's a really nice shade for me. Don't worry, I will dust away the excess. I'm just pressing it into the skin first to make sure, because I have oily skin, make sure my makeup lasts all day. Now taking the shade Hazelnut, I'm going to use this to dust it all over my face. Okay, so next I'm going to move on to doing my lower lash line. So first starting with the orange shade, and then taking the red shade on the outer and inner corner, and then taking a dab of the brown and a dab of the black right on the outer and inner corner. Now taking the shimmery green right in the center of the eye, kind of mimicking the top. Now for the inner corner of my eye, I'm gonna take this shade down here called Exhibit. It's kind of like a bronzy gold. Perfect. So for my lips, I'm taking the NYX lip liner in Cold Brew. Then I'm taking the Kat Von D Studded Lips lipstick in the shade Lolita 2, which looks like this. Such a gorgeous pigmented formula, and this color is everything. Now last but not least, we're going to go ahead and top it with the Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb in Fenty Glow. I've heard so many people talk about this, but I've never actually tried it, so... Oh, it smells delicious. Now finishing off with the Marc Jacobs Coconut Setting Spray. Okay guys, so that concludes today's tutorial. What do you think of the look? I think it looks so good. The foundation looks flawless. The eyes are popping. The lips are glossy and glowy. I love it. Also, all links to the products will be down in my description box, so make sure you guys check that out. Make sure you give this video a huge thumbs up. Make sure you are subscribed, and I'll catch you guys in my next video. Take care. Bye.